Good evening, I'm Monique, and welcome to Cozy Corner Bedtime Stories, where we bring you timeless tales to ease your mind and spirit before you drift off to sleep. Tonight, I'll tell you the adventurous tale of Jack and the Beanstalk, a story about bravery, curiosity, and the discovery that sometimes big things come from the most unexpected places. So, close your eyes, settle in, and let your imagination climb high into the clouds as we begin. Once upon a time, in a quiet village, there lived a poor widow and her only son, Jack. They lived on a small farm, and though they worked day and night, their land had grown barren. They barely had anything left. All that was in their possession worth any money was a single cow named Milky White.
Jack, my dear, this isn't easy for me to say this, but I fear we have no choice. You must take Milky White to the market and sell her. We just can't survive much longer like this.
No, Mother. Milky White's the best cow in the world.
She's an old washed-up cow, and we aren't getting any milk from her anyways. The best she can do for us is a few pounds.
Mother!
Of money, Jack. Of money.
But we can't get rid of Milky White, Mother. She's my best friend.
Don't you have any little boyfriends, Jack?
Oh, all of them bully me for spending all my time with a cow.
Well, I'm sorry, son, but there's nothing else to do. You will sell Milky White. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother. I'll sell her and bring back what we need.
And with a heavy heart, Jack led Milky White down the dusty road toward the market. Though he wished there was some other way to save his home, Jack knew that there was nothing else to do. As Jack walked along the road, a strange man appeared on the path. His clothes were old and ragged, his hair was dirty and disheveled, but his eyes gleamed with something Jack couldn't quite place.
Good evening, young man. I see you're headed to market with that fine cow.
Yes, sir. Her name is Milky White.
Oh, you're so very creative.
Are you in the market for a cow?
No, of course not. I mean, yes. Yes. I need a cow.
Well, I can give you this one for just £5.
5 pounds? What are you, crazy? I don't have 5 pounds.
Then I'm afraid...
But I do have 5 beans.
Beans?
Yes, beans.
My cow's worth more than 5 beans.
Oh, but these aren't just any old beans. These are magic beans. Ooh.
Magic beans?
Yes. They're worth at least £1 each.
What kind of magic?
Well, don't tell anyone else, but these beans, when planted in a garden, grow into something. Ooh.
Really?
I know, extraordinary.
Jack stared at the beans, wondering if the man could be telling the truth. But the thought of magic filled him with curiosity, and so he made the trade.
All right, I'll take the beans.
When Jack returned home and showed his mother the beans, she was far from pleased.
You did what? Magic beans! You sold our cow for magic beans! Oh, Jack, how could you?
But Mother, the man said...
Get your head out of the clouds, Jack. That cow was the one thing we had left worth selling. Now what are we supposed to do?
In her frustration, Jack's mother tossed the beans out of the window and sent Jack to bed with nothing to eat. But as they slept and the two peasants wept, something marvelous happened. By morning, where the beans had been scattered, there stood an enormous beanstalk, stretching high into the clouds, so tall that its top disappeared from view.
Mother! Mother! Wake up! Look!
Go back to bed, Jack.
No, Mother, look! A giant beanstalk! The magic beans were real! I know it!
What are you talking about? And what in the world?
Without hesitation, Jack decided to climb the beanstalk, eager to see what wonders awaited at the top.
Jack! Jack! Stop that! You come down this instant!
I'll be safe, Mother. I won't fall.
After what seemed like hours, Jack finally reached the top of the beanstalk. To his amazement, there stood a grand castle, larger than anything he had ever seen, gleaming in the sunlight.
A castle. Up here. Above the clouds. Now I've seen everything.
As Jack entered the castle, his wonder quickly turned to fear. The ground trembled beneath him, and the booming voice of a giant echoed through the halls.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
Bread? Oh no.
Jack hid behind a large cupboard, his heart racing as the giant stomped into the room. The giant's wife entered soon after, carrying a tray of food for the grumbling creature.
Oh, you and your nose. Puh. You couldn't smell the difference between a rare steak and a potato. There's no one here but you, dear. Now, eat your supper.
While the giant ate, Jack's eyes wandered across the room. There, sitting on a table, was a golden harp that sang by itself, and beside it, a hen that laid eggs of solid gold.
The whispering hen. And that harp. They could save us from poverty.
As soon as the giant fell asleep, his deep snores shaking the very walls of the castle, Jack crept out from his hiding place. He carefully stepped over to the human-sized harp, where he saw that it had a face all of its own.
At long last the time has come.
Oh no.
When I'd be saved from this kingdom.
Shh.
For the giant is very rude.
Be quiet.
And I can't stand the attitude.
Shh.
But if you save me, be aware.
Quiet.
Our giant friend is quite a scare.
Shut up.
Although he's big and full of food.
Shut up.
There's always room for boys like you.
Shut up.
But the harp's song had woken the giant, and in a thunderous rage, he leapt from the chair. Jack grabbed the harp and hen and began to run.
Thief! Come back here!
Jack raced to the beanstalk and began his descent, sliding down the thick vines as fast as he could. Above him, the giant's footsteps shook the clouds.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I'll catch you, you little thief!
But Jack was quicker, and as soon as he reached the ground, he called out to his mother.
Mother! Bring me the axe!
His mother, terrified but trusting Jack, brought the axe as the giant's enormous form began to descend the beanstalk. With swift, strong strokes, Jack chopped at the base of the beanstalk. The giant, now halfway down, felt the stalk tremble beneath him. The beanstalk fell, bringing down the giant with a thud, killing him instantly. The bigger you are, the harder they fall, and he was the biggest. Jack, his mother, and their small farm were safe once again. But more than that, the golden hen and the magical harp had brought them the wealth they needed to live comfortably for the rest of their lives.
Jack, I can't believe it. You saved us.
I only wanted to help, Mother. I never imagined it would lead to all this.
And so, Jack and his mother lived happily ever after, their days filled with music from the golden harp.
Now you've reached a happy end, but there's one thing missing, my friend. I'm tired of this one-man band. Take me back to my harp land.
And so, that is the tale of Jack and the Beanstalk, a story of courage, adventure, and how a leap of faith can sometimes lead us to heights we never dreamed of. May it inspire your own dreams tonight as you rest and drift off to sleep. Thank you for joining me on Cozy Corner Bedtime Stories. Until next time, good night.